मैं अपने एक दोस्त से बात करी थी एंड हर फाइनेंसेस वर अ कंप्लीट मेस बट आई टोल्ड हर डोंट वरी, जस्ट गिव मी 7 days, 7 दिन और फाइनेंसेस सॉर्टेड, ट्रस्ट मी. Hi, I'm Saili from FinCocktail, and if you don't believe me, watch this video till the end and I promise you, you'll also go on this journey with me. See, finances को इतना कॉम्प्लिकेट किया जाता है ना कि हम डर जाते हैं कि फाइनेंसेस सॉर्ट करने के लिए बहुत सारा टाइम, पैसा, एफर्ट या फिर प्रोफेशनल्स भी लगेंगे. But that's not the case. See, there are basically a few things that you need to focus on and make them strong so that your finances are completely sorted. Starting with income. आपका पैसा आ कहाँ से रहा है? Secondly, budgeting. जा कहाँ रहा है? आप खर्च कहाँ करते हो? Thirdly, of course, investing. वो grow कैसे करेगा? And last but not least, insurance. But we'll get to all of that slowly. Now, all of this begins with understanding your financial goals, your risk tolerance, and your liquidity requirements. I know, all of these sound like very, very big words, but let me break it down for you completely. Starting with day 1. On day 1, start with reviewing everything that you have. Basically, begin with your income. क्या आपको सैलरी मिलती है? अगर मिलती है, तो वो steady monthly income है क्या? If you have something else that you do on the side, like a side hustle, any freelance work, add that as well. So if you're not the corporate job type and you don't have a steady salary or a steady income that hits your bank every month, then you either have a personal business that you run, or if you have some freelance work that you're sustaining on. आपको थोड़ा सवाल उठेगा ना कि monthly exactly कितना कमाते हैं. तो what you can do is create an average of the entire year. Essentially, that will give you a range कि आप मंथ में अप्रॉक्सीमेटली कितना कमाते हैं. और इनकम के बाद तो ऑब्वियस है, लिस्ट आती है एक्सपेंसेस की. आपका पैसा कहाँ खर्च हो रहा है. नाउ दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट. लिस्ट डाउन एवरीथिंग. Start with the fixed ones like your rent, your salaries, any phone, internet bills, all of that. And then move on to the variable ones like electricity or gas. उसका भी आपको एवरेज निकालना पड़ेगा. And then categorize them. Right now, everything that I listed falls under the needs category. Now, once this list is ready for your needs, which is of course the most important because ये हर महीने आ जाते हैं. After that, you have to list down your wants. This comes under everything that you like to do, like travel, shop, going out to dinner with your friends, all of it. असल में ना, this exercise is going to give you a little bit of a reality check कि आपका पैसा जा कहाँ रहा है. ऐसा नहीं होता हर महीने के एंड में यू आर लाइक कि शिट यार कुछ बचा ही नहीं, पैसा गया कहाँ. This exercise will help you figure that out. And finally, on the first day, all you have to find out is anything that you may have invested in already. Matlab, any LIC policies that your parents bought for you long time ago. If your chacha mama gave you some stock tips और ऐसे ही खरीद लिया, या फिर if your grandmother told you to buy some gold last Dashera, all of it counts. Make sure you have all this information handy. You're gonna need it. Day 2, we call this goal setting day. Don't worry, घबराओ मत. It's essentially just trying to figure out कि आप करना क्या चाहते हो जिंदगी में. बनी, तुम उड़ना चाहते हो, दौड़ना चाहते हो, क्या करना है इन पैसों का. Essentially, what you're going to do on this day is figure out exactly what your life's financial goals are. Essentially, this can be anything from buying a car, a home, buying that expensive bag, going on a small trip during Diwali, or going on an international trip all over the world in a few years. All of this counts. Now, if you're wondering कि मैं ये सब क्यों बोल रही हूँ आपको लिखने को, it's important for clarity. You need to realize कि आपको इन पैसों का क्या करना है आगे जाके. Only then will you be able to find the perfect investment for it. अब लिख के हो गए. सिर्फ लिखने नहीं है ये गोल्स कैटेगराइज भी करने हैं. ना इसमें हम 3 कैटेगरीज बनाएंगे: शॉर्ट टर्म, मीडियम टर्म एंड लॉन्ग टर्म. अगेन, दिस इज ऑल बेस्ड ऑन अ टाइमलाइन. शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स वो है जो आपको 1 साल के अंदर पूरे करने हैं. नेक्स्ट आते हैं मीडियम टर्म गोल्स, वो जो 1 से 3 साल तक आपको पूरे करने हैं. और लॉन्ग टर्म, एनीथिंग बियॉन्ड 5 years. Keeping them on this timeline will make your life much easier. Trust me. Once you have all these goals in place, now we can start talking about how to achieve them. Day 3, or what we call savings day. Now, इस दिन पे आपको 2 चीजें करनी है. Number 1, create a budget. यहाँ पे जो आपने लिस्ट बनाई है ना, वो इनकम और एक्सपेंसेस की, that will come in handy. See where you're splurging and see where you can actually cut back. यहाँ पे ना बहुत सारे thumb rules है that can come in handy. So tell us in the comments if you want us to make a separate video on all of them because there are too many. But let me give you one just for now. It's called the 50-30-20 rule. It states that not more than 50% of your income should go towards your needs, not more than 30% towards your wants, and you should save and invest at least 20% of your income. Now, second thing you need to do today is build your emergency fund. This is by far my favorite thing to talk about, and I keep talking about it until people are harrowed, so you better listen up. Building your emergency fund right now at this stage before you even think of investing and all of that is very important, because इसके बिना कुछ भी matter नहीं करता है. Now what this is essentially just 3 to 6 months of your monthly income kept aside in an accessible place. Now that can be anything from a separate savings account, making sure it's not connected to Google Pay and anything, because this needs to be separate. It's for emergencies. It can be a separate savings account, it can be a liquid fund, or even a short-term FD. If you have more questions, you know what to do. Tell us in the comments. Day 4, get insured. I know कि ये थोड़ा सा boring लगे आपको, but it's very very important. You have to make sure that you have medical and term insurance for yourself. आपने तो देखा ही होगा, with the increasing cost of healthcare, hospitals, medical bills are just going through the roof. It's insane. It's so difficult to keep up. The only way to keep up is you have to make sure that you have medical insurance which is enough for yourself and your family. Now you will ask, how much is enough? Typically, if you can afford it, you need at least a 5 to 10 lakh rupee cover individually. And this cover should be periodically reviewed. मतलब एक साल में at least you should review it and make sure that it's adequate for your entire family. Oh, a note here. If you're covered by a corporate insurance plan, you may want to get a backup, because A, it may not be enough, and B, what if you quit tomorrow? You may need another one. Now, the big question. Analyze if your family depends on you for your income, especially if you have aging parents, young children, or if your spouse isn't working. All of this adds up to the need for term insurance. अभी देखो, eventually अगर आपकी शादी होने वाली है, पेरेंट्स बूढ़े होने वाले हैं, वो रिटायर होने वाले हैं, तो टर्म इंश्योरेंस कभी ना कभी तो लगेगा. So you can always get the term insurance earlier and lock in the lower premiums. For term insurance, there are 2 things that you can consider to calculate कि exactly आपको कितना term insurance लगेगा. Number 1, liabilities. All your loans, debt, all of that. Number 2, your family's living expenses. And I'm not talking about just their day-to-day expenses. उसको तो count करना ही है. But also anything that they're looking forward to. Like if your children want to go abroad to study, their potential marriage, your spouse's retirement, all of that. Now this ideal number can come anywhere between 15 to 20 times your annual income. Insurance के अंदर बहुत कुछ आता है. There's car insurance, homeowners insurance, rental insurance. The list is endless. But आज हम सिर्फ आपके पर्सनल फाइनेंस के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. So these 2 insurances are most important before you move on to step 5. Day 5 and 6. This is it, guys. These are the 2 big days that you were waiting for since the beginning of this video. It's time to find the right fit of investments for all those goals that you set for yourself. याद है मैंने बताया था that all those goals that you wrote up, they have to be categorized in 3 categories. Your short, medium and long term. This is where you put them to use. Now see, you also know and I also know that this is way more complicated than I'm making it sound. But you need to realize that there are a ton of options available for all these 3 categories. For example, for your short-term goals, you can invest anywhere, like a short-term FD or a liquid fund. For medium-term goals, you can consider an ELSS fund or a corporate bond fund. For long-term goals, you can look at straight equity funds or even gold. See, there are options available for every category. Now, as per how much risk you are willing to take or how much risk you can take, you have to shortlist from all of these options available. Now, if you want to see all the options that are available to you, you can check out the description below. There's a link where we have a small cheat sheet that gives you all the options available for you. Now, once you've shortlisted them, you can pick and choose. You can even invest in more than one for each category. Essentially, it's a little bit of a hectic task. So that's why we've kept 2 days for it. Now, obviously, we're going to say what a lot of people in finance say. You have to do your own research before you get started. And something that not a lot of people say. Finance is more of an art than a science, because nobody is going to tell you 2 + 2 = 4 in this. It's more of an art of how you build your portfolio and then how it performs for you. And it's obviously subjective to you, because किसी का भी portfolio एक जैसा नहीं हो सकता, because everybody's needs are different. So yeah, you have to do your own research and find out what's right for you. Also hit the subscribe button now, so we can create more videos like this that can help you decode this art. Last but not least, we are on day 7. Here we figure out your asset allocation. I know it sounds like a big word, but it's essentially just a pie chart that shows you कि आपका exactly पैसा कहाँ invested है. Simple, right? This just means that you gather all the information that you already have and figure out where you're going to invest how much money. For example, in debt, in equity, in real estate, in gold, FDs, all of it. सब कुछ मिला के तो 100 हो ही जाएगा. So that's the pie chart that you have to create. Now, if you are an absolute beginner and figuring out कहाँ से शुरू करें, you can use this thumb rule to begin, which is called the 100 minus your age rule. For example, if you're 30 years old, 100 minus your age, which is 70% of your investments should be invested in equity or equity-like products. The remaining 30% should be in fixed income products. And you can take it approximately from there. Now, why is it so? Because you don't have liabilities, you don't have responsibilities, you don't have people depending on you for your income. So, the younger you are, the more risk you can take. That's what this is based on. Again, let me remind you, every person's asset allocation can look different and it's totally okay. Once you have this asset allocation in place, that's it, you're done. You just have to start executing this plan that you've made on paper, and remember to review it every 6 months to at least 1 year. Trust me, if you dedicate these 7 days to cleaning up your finances, your life will really be sorted. And of course, you can always go to a professional financial advisor whenever you don't feel confident enough. They can always walk you through it. I know these things are way more complex than what we boiled them down to be. But that's why you should subscribe to us now, so that we can keep breaking down these complex financial things for you. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Oh yes, and I almost forgot. Tell us in the comments if you have any questions or any topics that you want us to make more videos on. Bye.
Preview.